Hello everyone, this is Suzette from Cloudy Sky today. Today I am going to do an unboxing video of this GrowIT mini greenhouse, which is why I'm outside in my backyard. So let's get started. I got my trusty, what do we call it, knifey thingy. Oh, let me show you the other side of the box. Now I read the comments. They have it on a patio. I'm putting it on this one of those weed barriers. I also got a couple blocks and a couple what do you call these things, garden stakes, because I read in the comments you got to hold it down. And I also lay out where I want my hose to be because I plan on just turning it on and watering in that way. Okay, laying out what I got. I got the A's, the D's, the E's, and I guess those are the J's. And this is where I'm going to lay it all out. Over hours. As you can see, I'm showing you number 3 because that's what I'm going to use to go up. I already laid down the 2 and the 1s and use the D's on the end, the E's in the middle. So now I'm going up and I'm using the 3's. And I'm going to use 8 of those. See, I'm pointing to, the handy manual, which I have to commend. Very good pictures. I mean, and the nice thing about it, you see how I pointed at in front of the camera? Because the number was on it. So if I wanted to know what number 3's were, it was right there on the plastic bag. I'm just trying to position it on my weed barrier. And I did lay down some, weed killer before putting it together. Here, you can see I pulled it apart. Just trying to adjust it. I have to commend that the comments were very good also on the product because a lot of them were saying, they reinforced it either with garden stakes, zip ties, or something of the sort. And I have no zip ties, but I had some garden stakes. And I also had some brick that I was going to use to grow some pineapples in anyhow, like vases, because it's much cheaper doing that way. So I fastened it, so, you know. I had to switch cameras. I just showed you the number of the ones I'm using. So this is one, I believe I'm going up now with the number 3's. Yep. And I'm going to use 8 of those. Now I'm trying to, alright, you see I move it so that way you can at least see one end. Probably should have turned the phone. So now the next step I'm going to do is add the connectors or the joints. And then after I do that, I gotta add some more of those number 3 poles going up. Yep. So I'm on step 3. I'm looking for those joints and I'm supposed to be using those E joints, 8 of them. And the good thing, E is written into that joint. So that's the one that I think started off with, okay, let me look in the manual here. Trust the manual, 20. They actually put an E in there so you know that it is that. And it's good to use the box as a staging area. I try to put all the E's together. And I'm just noticing that, I'll be honest, I noticed the E on it just then and there. And I was like, oh, cool. And I was looking at quite a few of them to make sure I did pile it correctly. So I'm going to put those connectors on the 8 poles standing up. And then I also have to add, and they have this nicely labeled, the number 2 and the number 4, to make the shelves. So here I'm putting in the connectors. And then I'm headed for the 2 and 4. I'm looking at the trusty manual. I mean, some people may be able to put this together faster, but hey, at least I still put it together, and I checked this afternoon and it's still standing, which is the most important part. Now, weekend, I'm gonna just let it stand for 2 days. Friday, I won't do anything. Over the weekend, I will try and put some stuff on the shelf just to see how it acts. Well, first we'll see if it's still standing. So here I am putting in the number 4s, because that's the short one. I always get, so I guess, okay. And trust me, I had to speed this up 5 times. Not 1 time, not 2 times, 5 times, so that it's under 20 minutes. Because otherwise it was going to be over an hour. Yes, I don't move that fast ordinarily, but I do try to be purposeful, make sure it's in there in the connectors. And I do like that, other than the box cutter, I didn't really need any additional tools. So it's neat. And so far, I showed it to one other person, a relative of mine. They're like, they're getting one too. Because it's great to start your seedlings in a safe environment. Not just lizards. There's also birds that will, if you throw the seed thinking it's going to sprout, and they're there eating up all the seeds you put out. They're saying, thank you for feeding me. But you're like, I was trying to plant that. And I also had a little problem with, I had an older camera, but it finally charged up and I finally got to use it again towards the end. But in the meantime, we're using my little phone camera. And there I'm doing the 4s again, and then I got to do the 2s. So I'm on, I think, step 6 here. No, this is step 5 because I'm doing the 4s and 2. When I go up one more, where I have to do 6 of those 3s, then I'm on step 6. They really got these steps down here. Man, this did feel like a workout. That's why I'm wearing my bike shorts. Outside in the yard working. Okay, so now I'm on 6. Yeah! Woohoo! And we're using those number 3s because that's what they call them, and they actually label them nicely in the bag. You have to look on the picture that they only put 3 on the corners, not all 4, because this is where we're going to do the beautiful little top part. Okay, so now we're going to 7, where we're going to use 2 number 2s, 2 number 4s, and a number 1, because there was 3 number 1s and we used the number 1s on the bottom. So now we're going to use number 1 again. And I turned it because I realized, you know what? I want to walk in and have the shelves on my left and the right, but I want to walk in a certain way. So now we have, after putting in all those 2 and 4, we're on step 8 now with that curvy little thing.